down from a broken sky, traced out by the city lights, my world from a mile high.
I want to share with you my testimony and the things I went through to change my life and for me to get closer to the Lord. So I want to open myself up, and I want you guys to feel everything I'm saying, because what God has done in my life and everything He's doing for me right now is real. But I want to start with this summer. You know, me and a couple of the guys were doing some Bible studies with our coach, our strength coach, Don Decker, and a couple other of his friends. And one night we were sitting at a table. He got us all together at the dinner table, and he just basically asked us one by one, what's holding us from the Lord, and what do we think has to happen for us to get closer to the Lord. And you know, I was kind of thinking before he got to me, you know, what am I going to say? And once he got to me, I told him I hate to say it, but it's going to take something very dramatic, something bad is going to have to happen for me to change, because I was so used to that lifestyle that I was living, and I was living with a lot of sin, and I was just so used to that. That's all I knew. And a guy by the name of Isaac, you know, he came to me and he was like, you know, you can be riding on 6 when you leave from Coach Decker's house, and you know, you can get into a car wreck and, you know, life can be gone just like that. And, you know, I kind of heard it, but I let it go in one ear and out the other. And a couple of days later, me, fellow teammate Greg Hardy, and one of our other friends, you know, we wanted to go to the mall, you know, have fun, waste a little time, just have fun on a Saturday. And, you know, we were at the mall spending money at the arcade, just having fun. And at that moment, we were thinking, you know, we got our whole life ahead of us. Let's have fun, you know. And leaving the mall, you know, we were all joking around, listening to music, rapping, freestyling, just having fun. And we were riding down 6, and I remember looking down at my phone. And when I was looking down at my phone, I heard one of my friends kind of like yelling and saying, "Man, what's going on?" So when I looked up, I seen a car just coming straight for us, full speed. And it's like at that moment, time just slowed down and froze, and I had time to think about all my loved ones, my parents, my uncles, my cousin, and especially my 3-year-old daughter. And it's like, it was pretty much like a movie. You know, you watch those movies and you see how time just slows down, and you're like, it doesn't happen like that. It's just gonna all happen just like that. But it really didn't. We got hit full force. We got spent off the road. The car immediately caught fire. And, you know, we were able to get out the car, but I was just so shaken up. You know, I wanted to call my daughter and let her know that I love her, because my life could have been gone at that moment, and I'm still here. So I ran to the car, actually, while I was on fire. I really didn't know where my phone was, but I know it was because of the Lord, and he brought me exactly to where my phone was, and I picked it up. And, you know, I ran away from the car, and I called my parents, and I was crying and talking to my mom and just letting her know what happened, and she started crying. And I asked her to speak with my daughter just to let her know I love her, and to let her know that I'm happy to be her father, and from this day on, I was going to call them every day and let them know how much I loved them. And, you know, that was just so powerful. You know, we just talked about that a couple days prior to that, of how life can be gone just like that. The next day after the car wreck, you know, me, Greg Hardy, and Billy, we went to church, you know, just to show the Lord our appreciation, and just to show him that, you know, Lord, I need you. And the pastor actually sung a song that day, and it really brought me to tears, brought all of us to tears. And that's when I knew at that moment that I needed the Lord. And I knelt on my knees and I prayed to him, and I asked him to come into my life, come into my heart, and make me a new man. And that's what I did. Since that day, this necklace right here, it's just a small cross. And I never really wore it, but this day I did wear it, and I was in that car accident. And I never take it off now. I wear it everywhere I go, no matter what. Well, I take it off during practice. I don't want to get broken. But, you know, I keep this as a reminder of, you know, how precious life is. And now, every day, you know, I'm helping to influence younger kids, adults, and I just want to take my experience and just tell the whole world about, you know, Jesus Christ and God, because it's a real thing. And, you know, it's just so powerful. You know, when I think about it, I just think that, you know, I'm so lucky to still be here, and it's the grace of God and the mercy of God that I'm still here. And I want to close right now with a passage. It's from Luke 15, verse 4 through 7. What man among you, if he has 100 sheep and has lost one of them, does not leave the 99 in the open pasture and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he lays it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and his neighbors, saying to them, Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost. And when I read that, it's a perfect example of me. You know, I was that sheep that was lost. I was out doing my own thing, trying to chase every woman I can find, cursing, just doing a lot of sinful things. And, you know, the Lord, he singled me out. He came and he found me, and he spoke to me through that car accident, and he pulled me out of the things I was doing. And right now, you know, I want to just thank the Lord for everything he's given me, everything he's blessed me with, because if it wasn't for him, you know, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm going to live every day from here on out to be the best man I can be and be the best Christian I can be, because the Lord is my Savior and I love him.
Give me your heart, Lord, give me your eyes.